Dover Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, we got a heavyweight fight coming up. Two good heavyweights, One you got to see. One is 7-0. I think 7 KOs, too. That's a juggernaut, right? Your boy Joyce, silver medalist, right? British. Being trained by Abel Sanchez, the trainer from your boy Mark Garcia, from Gennady Golovkin, come forward type guys, punchers, right? Then he's gonna face Bermane Stiverne, right? Y'all know him. We talked about it. Bermane Stiverne, used to be the WBC champion. He's renowned for beating Chris Arreola back when Chris Arreola was Chris Arreola twice to get that title, which I think they made him do that back in the day. He shouldn't have had to fight Arreola a second time, but whatever. He handled the business twice when he wasn't supposed to. But he's very inactive, and he also got beat by Deontay Wilder twice, but he was the first guy to go the distance with Deontay Wilder. So, it's one of them guys you think, man, if he was more active, he would have done this and he would have done that, Kind of like my boy was saying in another video when I was talking about, Stiverne, like Andy Ruiz. We know he's talented, but, where is he most of the time? When he comes, it doesn't look like he's in the gym that much. Stuff like that, but you still know he's talented. Anyway, Bermane Stiverne, they're about to hook up on February 23rd in England, right? Now, it's going to be a good fight. Stepping stone for Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce is, they're moving him quick. The man's 33 years old. They're moving him quick. Abel Sanchez has said, we are moving this guy quick, right? This is going to be a future young George Foreman type of guy. Thudding puncher, that kind of thing. That's what Joe Joyce is. Joe Joyce took care of his last opponent pretty good. I forget the guy's name, but he's a pretty decent guy. So 7-0 and 7 KOs, 33 years old, which means they got to move, right? So after his last win, somebody mentioned Ortiz to him, Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz. And, Abel Sanchez said, man, there's no way we fighting Ortiz. We're not ready for him. Sitting right next to Joe Joyce. We're not ready for Ortiz, okay? We ain't doing that. Maybe 2 fights down the road, right? Now, that's the respect that we're talking about with Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz. And that props to them for at least admitting it. Abel Sanchez admitting it in front of, because this is what people are doing behind closed doors, or whatever. And we know what time it is. Hey, man, the guy is formidable. People are not in a rush to fight Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz. You're going to fight Stiverne, no problem. And you want to fight people moving quick. He's going to be the George Foreman. But not this. We're not ready for this. And your boy Abel Sanchez says it openly. Not yet. We ain't ready for that. Right? And so we know when I was talking about Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz in the heavyweight division, no one up on the upper echelon is trying to get with him. No one. None of them at all. Everybody's looking for fights. You don't hear his name. If you hear it once, then he tells them, hey, I'm here. And then all of a sudden you don't hear it no more. Right? Then people, in the comment sections and people that are for their fighters will say, well, Ortiz is old with high blood pressure. Not realizing that your fighter, for example, if it's Anthony Joshua, your fighter fighting old people too. Like Alexander Povetkin, the same age as Ortiz. Right? 39 years old. Maybe one of them just turned 40. Shoot, when he fought Molina's 37, and Tackam was 38. So they like Joshua got a problem with old fighters. No, it's this old fighter. Dillian White too. Talking about, oh, yeah, whatever. Lucas Brown ain't the youngest either. He's about Ortiz's age. See what I'm saying? And more things. And then Ortiz is more famous than all of them and more formidable. You get more props for beating Ortiz. There's what I'm trying to say. This is something that I'm going to stay on, guys, because at the end of the day, we got to find out, you see why Ortiz is not getting any fights, why he's going to fight Christian Hammer, why people are able to say, hey, he still hasn't fought anybody. Well, my point is like it always going to be. When you're trying to fight somebody, it means you fought them. When we know that everybody else is not trying to fight him. I can see if Ortiz wasn't trying to fight everybody. He has been connected to every single heavyweight that thinks he's something. And that fans or whatever, that they think is something. He's been connected to try to fight them. And what has happened is they haven't tried to fight him. You have to get, because he ain't getting paid for that, unfortunately. I told you it should be ducking fees, but we've been talking about that a year and a half, 2 years ago. Should be ducking fees for this guy. Should be living from not being fought, but he can't, right? So it's things like this why I'm going to stay on that, because at the end of the day, this is an example of what's really going on We just let Abel Sanchez, because his guy's not a champion, he could say things like this in public, straight up, right? Because this guy is still a prospect, actually, right? That he's really trying to move fast, just not Lewis, the real King Kong, or should I say, the Candyman Ortiz, not that fast. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm about here, y'all.